Almost every single airsoft YouTuber uses the GoPro as their head cam. So, should you? Absolutely. So here's a guide to the GoPro if you plan on using it for airsoft. To mount it on your head, I use this strap that came along with the camera. It's very helpful and will fit on your head no matter how big it is. As you can see, I do have a case on my camera. This is because if I'm ever shot in the head and it just so happens to hit my camera, I don't want it to smash. In my opinion, it's much easier to replace a $20 camera case rather than the camera or lens itself. The audio quality isn't as great as it would be without any case, but it's still acceptable and you can hear everything that goes on around you. It's mounted to the head cam with that simple mechanism, and you can open it and get your camera out like so. In case you ever want to use it for anything more than airsoft, this case does make it watertight, which is very helpful. As for the camera itself, it's very light, it's very small, and very sturdy for such a small camera. I really enjoy it, and there's a lot of pros about it, but also some cons. Here on the bottom you can access the battery and the SD card, and on the side you can access the USB ports as well as the charging port. What are the pros? It's insanely good video quality, it's very versatile, it's compatible with multiple platforms, it's small, but the cons are it's expensive, it has a short battery life, expensive accessories, and a pretty fragile lens. Overall, I do think that the pros outweigh the cons since you can usually fix what is wrong with it. Now, here are my settings. When I'm filming anything other than airsoft, I use 2.7K at 60 frames per second with the 16:9 ratio. Occasionally, I'll use 1080p. However, for airsoft, use 4:3. Here, I did not use 4:3, and I was either videoing the ground or the sky. Basically, 4:3 widens your range that you can see things and allows you to get more frames. I also use 1440 at 16 frames per second, so it's not a pain to transfer from your GoPro to your computer. Overall, you get a really nice image quality that works great on YouTube and is easily transferred. Now, as for my settings, I usually adjust it at home before I go out on the field, but it's really not that important, and I'll show you why later. Here on this screen in the front, you can see your settings actively, as well as see whether you're recording or not, which is something pretty helpful if you've forgotten. Overall, it's a wonderful camera, and you can turn it on and off with the button on the side. Now, I really recommend using the case, as I said earlier, because you don't want to smash these cameras considering their price tag. These cameras do film in very good quality, and they are very helpful for any type of gameplay. They can adjust easily to night and to day. Of course, you can't film in pitch black, but in sunsets and at dawn, they're very helpful. They're also very sturdy by mounting them here with this screw. This allows you to tilt it up or down depending if you've taken a fall or if you messed it up on accident. Overall, I love this camera, and here I'm going to now walk you through how to edit. As I said earlier, you don't really need to adjust your settings from ahead of time, and that's because you can adjust your settings afterwards in the GoPro app. Starting with exposure, you can adjust this on how much light you want your camera to take in. If you turn it up very high, it's very bright, and if you turn it very low, it's very dark. I like to turn it up just a little bit when I'm in the forest. Next is contrast. Contrast is the difference between the colors in your frames. Contrast can be very important and can allow your colors to pop just a little bit more. Vibrance controls how bright and how effective your colors are. You can see the differences here. I like to turn this up a little bit because it can really be a difference. Then is warmth. Warmth is how much red or how much blue you want in your shot. You can change it according to your seasons. Now here's an example of an edited clip and an unedited clip. On the top is the unedited raw footage, while on the bottom is the edited footage. You can see that on the bottom, the colors pop just a little bit more and make it slightly more appealing to the eye. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, Like and subscribe and throw a comment down below. I'll take any recommendations for future videos and make sure that you check out the rest of my videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.